Do open houses actually sell homes? Here's the real answer. If you're thinking of selling your home and wondering if open houses actually will help sell it, you're not alone. So today I'm going to go over the strategies behind open houses based on data, experience, and most importantly, what actually works in today's market. And first, we're going to start with the common belief on open houses. So most people believe that open houses will lead to more exposure, which will lead to a faster sale. But is that entirely true? Now, the belief behind this comes from open houses being a success 20 years ago. But now with the internet around and all the information, the details, the features on your property is available to all these buyers, that success rate has significantly declined since then. Number two is the reality of these open houses. So the reality behind open houses actually lead to a direct sale only 2% of the time, and that is it. Now, serious buyers that are actually looking to buy your house are already working with an agent and will set up a private showing to come take a look at it, so they don't have to look at it during an open house when there's another agent there that represents the seller and other buyers coming through looking at the house because they want to be able to have a conversation with their agent about the house freely and openly rather than being over in the corner and whispering, hey, we really like this house. They don't want to do that. So they're going to set up a private showing. Now, the reality behind who comes to open houses are basically tire kickers, looky-loos, and worse, nosy neighbors. So this is a perfect example because nosy neighbors are usually the first three people through the door. So as an agent would say, we had 6 people through the door. Usually the first 3 are your neighbors. Jack, John, and Judy sitting there going, hey, let's look at, Bill's house. 0 plans of selling, 0 plans of buying your house. It's always a waste of time. Now I'm going to give you a perfect example on the reality of open houses. I had 10 open houses on the listing in a high traffic area, high demand area as well. And I have gotten 0 offers. Not one offer has come from it. That's 20 hours of the door being open for the buyers and no one's buying it. Now, I did get a phone call from a neighbor saying, hey, when's the next open house? Because I want to look at it. Which my question is, are you thinking of buying or moving or selling? And his answer was basically, no, I have 0 plans of buying this, 0 plans of selling it. I just wanted to see the inside. Quote unquote from the neighbor of my seller. So it's a perfect example. Not serious buyers always come through the door at open houses. Number 3, when open houses can help. So open houses can help create some urgency within the marketplace with buyers, and they can create some buzz within the market. Now, where the success and open houses can help is around high traffic areas and or to help buyers not working with an agent feel more comfortable to walk through the door and look at your property. Now, a perfect example is that I took a listing out in a rural area and against my better judgment, I agreed to do open houses, 3 of them, and all 3, 0 people came to the door, not even a neighbor. And that's because of the lack of high traffic. When you're out in the rural areas, you don't have many cars come by, so the chances of an actual buyer for your house driving by is next to 0. Number 4, better strategies for selling. So I get open houses are one of those things where we always attach ourselves to that, hey, that's going to lead to a sale because it worked for me, 10, 15, 20 years ago. But the better strategy to sell your property is through strategic online marketing using high quality professional photos, videos, and outreach to top agents that work with buyers. This is where the success in selling properties ultimately help get your property sold. These strategies help lead to private showings over public traffic, and the ultimate strategy in selling your home is competitive pricing, which funnels down to the real reason properties sell. Sometimes when we throw a lot of money at the marketing and advertising of your property, or the number of constant open houses we hold, sometimes it just doesn't get the job done because you're overpriced. Ultimately, if you're overpriced, the buyer knows it. My final verdict and advice. So open houses can work if they're done strategically, but they're not the magic bullet. If you're selling, make sure your agent has a plan to sell your house instead of just opening the door every single weekend, which isn't bearing the results that you want. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe button so you know when the next video comes out. And if you could, drop me a comment. Let me know your successes or the failures of your open house. I'd love to hear them. Until the next video.